Grace Eventing, and today's vlog is going to be another really fun one because it's Vlogmas! So it's day 8 of Vlogmas and I'm going to be making the pony some treats. So if you watched last year's vlog from, I think it was October, I made some Halloween treats. I'm actually going to be making some Christmas ones. So you can add some cinnamon and stuff like that, but I'm just doing it with carrots. So the things you'll need is a bowl, a cup, some chaff or any of your horse's food, some carrots or apples, some honey, some oats, some flour and a spatula. So let's get on with the video. Guys, I do all the dry ingredients first, but you can add them in any order. So I'm adding the half a cup of chaff first. Pop it in there. Then you need a full cup of oats. I think this is, oh no it's not. A full cup of oats. Pop that in. And then a full cup of flour. This is plain, no it's not, it's self-raising flour. So, pour some of this in here. Well, you need to add a full cup, just get it all in. There we are, give up. We'll make do. Okay. Now I've got my full cup of flour. I'm going to dump it in there, and then you don't really need to do this, but I just like to give it a little mix now, so it's easier that when we're mixing everything together, like I said, it makes it a bit easier. Now what we need to do is get your cup and your grater, or a bowl and a grater, and start grating your carrots. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to get a bowl actually, guys. We'll be back in a minute. Christmas bowl, and we've changed from this tiny little grater to this humongous one because, yeah, it just makes it a bit easier. Now, we just grate the carrot. We're just going to keep grating. It may take a while, but you want a full cup of carrots or apples. So guys, as you can probably tell, we got a little bit messy in the process, but we managed to get a full cup of carrots. Now I'm just going to dump it in here and then give it a good little mix before we add the honey. So mixy, mix. And then we get our honey and we add a quarter of a cup of honey. Ew, that scared me. Then we add a quarter, but you've got to make sure that it definitely is a quarter, and if not a bit more, because if we don't, then it don't stick properly. Sorry guys, we've got the giggles. And you add all this in. You just go down and dump it in. Get it all from the cup. Like this. And then once it looks like this, give it a mix with the spatula first, and then you go in with your hands. So mix like this. Make sure it all starts coming together before you add your hands in. Because if you're on your own, which you shouldn't be if you're a child, then you can't really put any more honey in because you're already covered in it. So as you can see, it's starting to come together. But I'm not going to put my hands in just yet because I want to make sure that there's enough honey in there to make it all completely stick together. So I might have to add a tad bit more. Yeah, I'm just going to add a drop more in there. Literally a drop, like that much. Whoa. And give it one last little mix together. Like so. Keep mixing, and to around this stage, and if it's still like really white and powdery, then you definitely need to add more. Once it gets to around this stage, then you can go in with your hands, get it all off the spatula, put it in there, and start kneading with your hands. And as you can see, it's still a little bit sticky, which is good. You don't want it, you know, falling apart, because once you start rolling it into balls, then it's really not good, because you know that means that it isn't gonna cook properly. And yes, so just gotta keep kneading, and as you can tell, there's only tiny bits of powder, so you just knead those in with it. And mine's coming together really well, and yeah, I really like how nice and sticky it is. Because like I said, if you don't have it right, once you start rolling it into balls like that, it will crumble, and that will not be very good. So now this is all coming together, I'm going to go and grab a cooking tray and start rolling them into balls. I'd also recommend, before you start making your treats, set your oven to 180 degrees, and these treats will actually be going in the oven for 20 minutes. So in that time you should be able to get the washing up done. So once it's came to a consistency like this, and there's hardly anything in the bowl, then you want to start getting tiny pieces like this, and you want them around in 1-inch balls. So as you can see, mine is sticking together really, really nicely. Then you're just going to pop them on the tray. And this may take a while, but in the end it's very worth it, because your ponies will enjoy them. I'm very, very sure of it. So guys, I've done the treats now, and they're all ready to go in the oven, but it did get very messy, so make sure you have make sure you have adult supervision to put them in the oven, because it can be very dangerous. Make sure there's no other pans in the oven. So, well, dirt, obviously. But pop them in there. And we'll wait for 20 minutes. I've got a few of my treats here, and after I've actually let them cool down, and I'm going to put them into these cute bags. But yeah, and to make sure, if you're putting them into a bag or anything, make sure they cool down, otherwise they could melt the bag, and also it creates like condensation, and it's not really nice. But yeah, so I'm just going to pop a few of these in here. And yeah, and then I'm going to give them a little wrap with, so I put 10 in there, which is, you know, a good amount. And I've got these like little wire wrap things, so I'm going to keep this tight. So obviously, because they're quite big, they've got a little bit of room at the bottom, which is completely fine. And I'm just going to grab this and tie it together, and then just wrap them around each other like this. And now I can take them up to the ponies, and I'm sure that they will be very happy to see me, because I've got treats. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm also Imogen Grace Benton on those too. Subscribe to the notification bell on so you don't miss any of my videos, and please give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. That's all for today, guys. Bye!